Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180, brought to you from Caffeine and Machine. Now, I've never actually filmed a Midweek 180 in a live venue with lots and lots of people around, but I'm working in Cheltenham and staying with my friends in Stratford, and I drove straight past here last night and went, oh my goodness me, that's where Caffeine and Machine is. So I had to drop in and film my 180 from here. But if you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, and that's it, a very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Okay, first comment last week was Vinnie Vincent. Well, between Vinnie Vincent and the Speed Machine, they're the only two people in town at the moment. They're running away with it, but whoever puts the first comment this week, I will give you a shout out next week. Let the battle royale commence. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Rusty Mains Duckman 1064. Who was basically snuggling up under winter blankets because he was in Indiana, USA, where the temperature was -18 Fahrenheit, which is -28 Celsius. With wind chill, that was -37 Celsius. Absolutely unbelievably cold. Now, last week's question was what you thought the prettiest car ever made was, and there were loads of suggestions. Maybe the winner was, because it was endorsed by Enzo Ferrari himself, was the E Type, because Enzo did say that was the prettiest car ever made. But I was so impressed with some of the suggestions, having Googled some of them, I'm actually going to do a separate video just on that. So that will be coming to Petrol Ped very soon. If you like, the top 5 prettiest cars according to the peddlers. This week's question, we've got obviously poor weather here in the UK. I just wanted to know which of you guys are running winter tyres on your car and what you think of them, basically. I'd just love to know if there's a mix, whether you actually bother with putting separate winter tyres on during the winter months. Now, Formula One news, I guess there's a couple of interesting things. The big one for me is that the Sauber team, now Sauber have been in Formula One since 1993, are going to change their name. Having had Alfa Romeo as a title sponsor last year, they are actually going to now be the Alfa Romeo Formula One team. That's the first time since 1985 we've had Alfa Romeo in Formula One. I think that's really cool. And then the other big news, motorsport-wise, is Fernando Alonso was part of the winning team at the Daytona 24-hour race, which I think is brilliant. Hats off to him. The big question is, can he do the Indy 500 this year and get the Triple Crown? Can't wait to see that. Now, new car news has to be that this was launched yesterday. Finally, the Velar has been given the special vehicle operations treatment. I've got a very soft spot for a Velar. It's still my only video to have broken the 300,000 views mark, but I've always thought right from the get-go, what would it be like to have the SVO treatment? So this is the SVAutobiography, powered by the same 5-litre V8 that you would find in the F Type, 542 bhp, 680 Newton meters. Now that's going to mean that that thing, not only does it look great, but it will get from 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds and a 170-mile top end. Absolutely brilliant. They're only making them for 1 year and they start from 86 grand. So hurry up and get your order in, basically. And then finally, this Friday's video at 6 is the Jeep Compass. Now, thanks to Jeep UK, I played with this car all of last week. And what was really interesting, not only did I drive it on the road, but I took it off-road as well. And I did some reasonably full-on mud plugging. I'm sure that any 4x4ers in the audience will probably, oh, it's not really 4x4ing, but we took it up a really nasty track with lots of ruts and lots of mud. And that, my dear peddlers, is that. Well, we didn't have anybody walk past. We did have a few people watching off camera, but what a backdrop. Now, if you've not been here to Caffeine and Machine, it's kind of just not that far from Stratford-on-Avon. I'll put a link in the description below. It is incredible. There's a bar, you can get coffee, food, beer. There's bits of artwork everywhere. There's beautiful, beautiful cars like this old vintage Porsche and cool bikes. It's an absolute petrol head's dream, this place. Now, I did actually try and get my meet and greet here, but sadly they were unable to accommodate me on the dates I wanted, and it's such a new venue, they've got so much going on at the moment, they couldn't basically do it. But I will be coming back here in the daylight with a nice car or two, I'm sure, I want to thank them for letting me film this anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed that video. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come, and I will see you on the next video, guys, which is this Friday at 6 for the Jeep Compass. Pretty good on road, but awesome off it. Anyway, I'm going to go and grab a drink in the bar and have a look around Caffeine and Machine. I'll see you on the next film, but you take care, guys. Drive safe.